Billboard Philippines Volumes.
On this episode of Billboard Philippines Volumes, we got Illest Morena on the show. She looks back on how she started, talks about her hit Faded, and how she started rapping. Let's turn up the volume on Illest Morena.
Billboard Philippines Volumes.
All right, yeah, this is Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today we have with us the Illest. You know her, you love her, Illest Morena. Welcome to the show.
Her.
Period.
Period.
Exactly. No, thank you for
Okay.
being here today. You know, I remember the first time that I met you, it was at a Cali Spotify event.
Yeah.
And just seeing from that date to now the growth in your career, I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's amazing. How do you feel so far?
Even I can't believe that I'm here right now. Kasi dati, like, this was just like a goal or a dream for me. And
Yeah.
seeing myself achieve the goals that I've set for myself, it's amazing. And it feels like a dream come true. And I still feel like this is not real. Like, everything that's happening right now, I don't feel like it's real. But I'm seeing myself and I'm seeing what I'm doing and I'm like thinking na, ito yung iniisip ko dati and I'm right here, right now at the place that where I wanted to be in the first place
Yeah.
when I was just starting. And it feels pressuring at times, pero most of the time I'm happy and excited for what's more to come.
And you should be. I mean,
Yeah.
you deserve to be here, and you wouldn't be here if you didn't deserve it.
Mhm.
I
That's what I
guess
tell myself too.
What people would want to know, for people that don't know you, I mean, how did this whole thing start? When did you get into rap? Tell us, give us a story. Where does Illest Morena come from?
Oh, okay. So when I was a child, I've always loved singing, but I wasn't the biritera type.
Yeah.
So I can't hit high notes as much as
Same.
other singers, diba? I can't hit high notes as much as other singers. And then I got into rap like around when I was in fourth grade, I think, fourth
Oh,
or
wow.
fifth grade. Yeah, because that was like when Nicki Minaj was popping,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I realized na sabi ko, parang kaya kong gawin yung ginagawa niya. And that was, bata pa ako noon. So, sabi ko, parang kaya kong gawin yung ginagawa niya. Instead of like, pushing myself to hit the high notes,
Yeah.
like the standards of
Mhm.
like, Filipinos. Kasi
How are you
syempre,
going to express yourself
mataas.
artistically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I started rapping and then I stopped for a while kasi I got into dancing. But I
You
remember,
dance also.
yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
used to dance. So, like, that's where my influences come from then.
Yeah.
So, like, after that, high school, I remember being bullied for my skin color. So, that's how, like, the whole
Shout out
Illest
to the bullies
Morena.
and the haters. Look what you created.
So, that's how the Illest Morena thing happened.
Yeah.
And then after that, during the pandemic, I was really bored and I was sad, of course, like almost everybody else is sad by
Yep.
that time. So I tried writing some like raps kasi I've been into writing poems na then before when I was in high school.
Yes.
And then I tried doing it and then surprisingly, I shocked myself. Sabi ko, oh my God, kaya ko pala talaga.
Yeah.
Kaya ko pala talaga. And then the people were like supporting me. I uploaded my rap duets on TikTok and everybody was saying that I was great.
Yeah.
So it's like an ego boost na rin and like more of a positive reinforcement or encouragement na ipagpatuloy ko talaga yung career na gusto ko. And then ever since, I never looked back.
Yeah.
I started doing what I wanted to do. And look at me now.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I mean,
doing it.
I think that's a story that I hear with a lot of the artists, especially over the pandemic. Parang,
Yeah.
it was this time where it was like, okay, what are you going to do? You
Mhm.
have all this time, and maybe to go back to things that you once loved. And like what you're saying right now, it's like it started at a young age. You
Mhm.
kind of went away from it for a while, and then you
Yeah.
came back. And when you did come back, everyone was online.
Mhm.
Obviously, you start
Yeah.
uploading these TikToks, and then people start saying, okay, you can do this. And you're like, all right, I'm going to do it. So like, what were those first songs like? Were you recording yourself? How did this happen?
Actually, it started with like the rap challenges on TikTok where
Mhm.
like there were producers where they'll lay out the beat
Yep.
and then you're supposed to like write your own verse on it. And then I did some of those. There were parang 5 TikToks about that.
Yeah.
And then I was encouraged by people and I started with ano din, parang freestyles. I didn't write songs. So that's like the point where I was insecure about
Mhm.
me being an artist. Kasi how could I be an artist if I can't write whole songs?
Yeah.
And then I tinuloy-tuloy ko lang siya. Like, more rap duets until I finally got the courage to write my own song.
Yes. So like once you start making music and then you start seeing it popping off, you
Mhm.
uploading it and all these things happening, obviously you start having your first performances.
Mhm.
So what were those like?
Okay. My first performance was a bar gig. It was urban gathering with Kuya Dog.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
Doug.
Shout out Kuya Dog. And actually, like the funny thing is, mas dama ko yung excitement kaysa sa kaba because I've been like, I'm not new to big crowds.
Okay.
Kasi in high school, I've always been active with like the extracurricular activities,
Yeah, yeah,
ganon.
yeah.
So I'm not new to big crowds. But iba pa rin yung feeling na magpa-perform ka ng something that you made.
Yes.
Not something na like a cover. Iba yung feeling niya, like may pressure, pero mas lamang yung excitement.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was my first like gig experiences, my first performances.
So after that first one, what were some of the latest ones like? What's your favorite
Oh my
parang
God.
tour so far? Any crazy stories you can share with us?
So far, I loved Cebu. The same.
Cebu.
Actually, funny thing, kasi kung saan ako nag-start, yun din yung parang pinaka-favorite ko na, like one of the biggest, arguably one of the biggest performances that I've ever put out.
Yeah.
Cebu was urban gathering then. It's like I was like looking back at myself. Like I was here feeling like this, feeling
Yeah.
small. And then I came back on the same event, and yung difference is, like, before, not a lot of people know my songs, but now they were singing the songs along with me kahit hindi na ako kumanta. Yeah.
That's gotta be a
Yeah,
wonderful
it's-
feeling.
Like, that's one of the moments where I thought, oh my God, I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, parang,
No,
I'm just emotional.
yeah, no. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to especially Urban Gathering as well for like creating
Yeah.
these environments
Mhm.
for artists to kind of have the platform or the stage to
Yeah.
be able to do this. And it
Yeah.
must feel great to like, okay, you start the tour in a certain way. You're going out as the new person, just all energy to come back and it's like drop the mic, sing for me.
Yeah, that's right. Grabe yung feeling. Kasi, dama ko talaga yung difference from the first ever gig that I've performed at to the last one.
Yeah.
Like, there was like a huge difference. And I dreamed about it. I dreamt about it. I made it my goal, but I never thought it would happen this quick,
Yep.
this fast.
Well, I think in this generation, what's great is there's a lot more avenues for discoverability.
Mm-hmm.
But also, that's kind of what's scary about it too, because a lot
Yeah.
of people kind of pop up really fast.
Mhm.
But I think what's great with you is that you're touching people's lives enough that they're singing your songs word for word, so it's meaningful to them.
Yeah.
So you're sticking in their head, so
Mhm.
you don't have to worry about that. I guess let's
Yeah.
go into one of your biggest songs now, which is
Faded.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay. Where were you? How did this be created? Who are your collaborators? Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so I have this producer pala that he's from Australia, but he's also Pinoy, and he's
Oh.
been sending me a lot of beats because I have a main producer nun eh. Like, I have a producer na I really work with all of my tracks, but this producer sent me a lot of beats, and I wasn't able to write on the beats that he sent me at first, and then meron siyang parang second batch of beats na sinend sa akin, and that beat really like caught my attention.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was at a point in my life where I was struggling with my music, kinda. I was thinking about how to move forward because, syempre, as an artist, isipin mo rin kung saan nagre-resonate yung
Yep.
listeners mo. Pero at some point, medyo sugal siya for me. Faded was medyo sugal kasi sobrang layo niya from all the past songs that I've released.
Yeah.
But actually, it started as a freestyle. Like, I woke up in the morning, my routine is waking up in the morning, and then I drink my coffee, eat my breakfast, and then I write.
Yeah.
And when I listened to that beat again, I just started, like, the words just started automatically coming out of my mouth. And the first part, yung, like, it came out of my mouth so naturally, so authentically. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this song. But I never thought it would hit that hard. I never thought it would be as successful as it is right now. When I was just writing it, all I knew was that I was in love with the art that I created. And I feel like it changed my whole perspective, my whole view on how I create my music and how I release my tracks.
You know, I mean, this whole thing, like you're saying, you feel like it happened really fast. And I would say that right now you're still discovering your creative process.
Mhm.
And maybe that was a moment for you to be like, okay, this is how I wake up in the morning. This is the time that I feel this type of energy. And maybe that's why it resonated with a lot of people as well, because a lot of
Mhm.
people probably have that same type of routine. Like it's
Yeah.
so universal what you're
Mhm.
talking about.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best part about it. And you, at the same time, just being lost in your own artistry,
Yeah,
you're able to be
exactly.
like, okay, this is how I am. You're not thinking about it too much, but
Mhm.
at the same time, you discovered your creative process.
Yeah.
So it makes it just feel like, okay, you found this, excited for what's next for you to
Mhm.
do even more of that.
Yeah.
Dang,
That
that's wild.
yeah, that really changed me.
Yes.
It changed me as an artist and as a person that I am today. Compared to before where feeling ko kailangan ko mag-follow ng certain format or certain
Certain
pattern.
trends, what's
Yeah.
out there, you have to conform. No,
Uh-huh.
you're Illest Morena, and
Mhm.
that's it. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
That's when all the blessings poured in. And I was like, I should not stress that much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just do me.
Enjoy the process.
Mhm.
Enjoy what's coming to you and what's surrounding you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
now that we're on to inspiration and just all these things, tell us a little bit about some artists that have inspired you. Maybe some songs that inspired you. It can be anything,
Some
even if it's
artists.
not artists, people, whatever.
Yeah. What really who the artist that really inspired me the most ever since I was a child was Beyonce.
Okay.
Of course, Beyonce. You can never argue with that.
Yes, can't.
Can't. And second is Nicki.
Yep.
Nicki Minaj. I will never I will never not bring up her name
Yes.
whenever this conversation starts.
Shout out Nikki if you're
Shout out
watching.
Nicki Minaj. And then my third is Janae Aiko. Because
Yes.
we, feeling ko parehas kami ng style and, the way we sing.
Yeah.
And the way we write about stuff or experiences.
Very soulful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very. Yeah, so those are the three artists that really contributed to what Illest Morena is today.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But, I'm trying to stray away from, the music that they create because I don't want
Yeah.
confusion. I don't want confusion with the audience, the fans, because I don't want them to, oh my God, she's just the Janae Aiko ng Pinas. I don't want them to
Yeah.
think that. I want them to think she's Illest Morena of the world.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, exactly to your point. This is a conversation that I've had with a lot of artists where it's like, oh, see, so and so is the this of the the
Yeah,
Philippines.
that
It's like,
country.
no.
Mhm.
That's that artist. Period.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, but I think artists start not imitating, but looking at their influences as a starting point.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that starting point is, that's just all the things that built you. But again, it's the process or the road you're on to becoming completely
who you really are.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
At first talaga ganon. You get inspired by these artists. You try to imitate them in some way.
Mhm.
And then along the way and along your journey of becoming the artist that you are, you develop your own sense of style, your
Exactly.
own singing style, your
Yep.
writing style. You develop your own. And I think it's important for people to think that just because I was inspired back then doesn't mean I can't change into who I really am. You know what I mean?
Yes. Artists today are the most forward thinking, genre crossing, era
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
ever. And I think that that's amazing about it. Like who you are today won't be who you are tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we get to watch that journey, and let's bring more
Watch
fans
grow.
in to join that journey with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we're kind of in the generation where we just scroll past things, scroll past
Yeah.
people, scroll past ideas and hard work.
Mm-hmm.
But let's join these artists on their journey,
Mm-hmm.
and let's be with them through the whole thing and allow them to become
To discover who
and
they really
discover
are.
who they
yeah.
are.
Yeah, that's one of the parts of being an artist that I struggled with the most. Because ang hirap ihiwalay ng sarili mo from your past because that's what they expect from you then.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta meet their expectations or they won't listen to you anymore or they won't consume your music. But at the same time, you really just have to be great at what you do the best.
Yeah.
What you do best, you know? Be the best at what you do best. Tama ba?
Be the best version of yourself.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. Yeah.
Learn every day.
Yeah. I remember this like thing that I read somewhere on the internet, like you should be the best version of yourself instead of being a subpar version of somebody else. Yeah.
Amen.
And I swear that changed my life.
And with that, I know everyone here is excited. Thank you for being a part of this today.
Thank you so
We're
much,
looking
Brett.
forward to what you do in the future and now, and everyone's proud of you. This has been Billboard Philippines Volumes. Catch us on Facebook for the video, Spotify, follow us there, listen to the audio and video, and yeah, keep following Illest Morena on her journey.
Thank you so much, guys.
Billboard Philippines.